one of the guy wires which is there to support the reinforcement, it has given way, and the reinforcement has buckled towards one side of the carriageway, that is from Kerpuram to Hebbal side. And it's very unfortunate that the family which were traveling on the scooter, 4 of them. So the mother and the child, they were hit, and immediately the people at the side, they were just opposite to the site itself. There's a hospital, so they were immediately rushed to it. So, but they could not respond to their treatment, and they have lost their lives. We really regret what has happened.
Sir, how could an accident like this have taken place, sir? Aren't there enough safety measures in place? This is what the citizens of Bengaluru are questioning. This is not the first accident on a metro site, but unfortunate again that, another accident has happened, sir. So were enough safety measures not put in place? How did this happen?
Oh, see, basically these kind of things, there is a technical team and a safety team and a quality team who always go to the site and see everything is in proper place. So, but this incident, we are also a little bit, the BMRCL team itself is a little bit surprised as to why this has happened. So now the concerned contractor and the concerned engineers, they have been already issued notices, and also we have formed a special technical team to go very deeply into this incident and give us a report, basically because we are also worried looking at this incident. So we need to strengthen our the safety culture and the safety issues, or the requirement of much more strengthening of these kind of a thing. So we are looking into that.
So now the question comes again of accountability. Every time an incident happens, we see the first action is to issue a show cause notice, and then possibly after the investigation, these officers are suspended. But this has not put a brake on accidents like these happening, sir.
See, that's what I said. Basically, we have to look into all the guidelines issued for such kind of a things, or the workflow of such kind of a things. And if there is any lacuna, then it becomes a part of responsibility of the other engineers. If it is not so, or if any other further strengthening or further improvement has to be done to avoid such kind of an accidents, so we have to look into that also. So that improvements will come only after the technical investigation team does it.
Okay, so I want to ask you, sir, now how often are engineers on the spot, sir? And one more question about whether all of the pillars now, sir, on this line, are they all going to be checked? How are you going to ensure that something like this doesn't happen? Because every time an incident happens, there is an assurance that's given by the authorities that we would ensure this doesn't happen. Months again, here we are with the same conversation, sir.
No, it is not months again and all, but see, I said it's an unfortunate incident, first of all. Basically, these kind of things, there will be a technical team, there's a quality audit team, there is a people who are there. And you asked me whether engineers are there at site. For every this thing, there are engineers at site and also they are on the shift basis also. It's not that only one engineer will be there kind of a thing. So now we have to look into this, actually what caused all this. Because there are safety measures which is placed, okay. But now after looking at that incident, now we have to see what was the main cause of this. So that we need to strengthen now.
So you are saying that there were engineers, sir, on site when this happened, and in their presence or under their supervision this has happened?
See, usually when such kind of things happen, there will be people who are there. Okay, even our machineries, whatever is there, they will all be checked for their fitnesses, these kind of things. If there's a place, it's a total system itself is in place. They have to ensure everything. In spite of that, if this has happened, it is unfortunate. But if it is not, or if it is somebody's responsibility, or if it is to be further strengthened with respect to the safety kind of a thing, that needs to be investigated, and the technical team will give that.
Okay, and just one last question to you, sir, before I let you go. So, of course, this brings us back to the question of how every time an incident happens, there's some action taken against a junior level officer.
So that we don't need to lose more lives. So that responsibility will always be there.
And what about the contractor, sir? Has he been called? Is he being questioned? What is BMRCL doing with the contractor?
Yeah, contractor will also be issued the notices, because we have to look into what failed. Because when I say that these are the guidelines, what is the failure for it? So that failure we have to look into. If it requires to be strengthened, we have to strengthen it. There is no other doubt about it. But for us also, it's a life action. 100% action will be taken. There is no doubt about all that. looking at this incident, we will take action. It's not that action will not be taken. Action will
Against
be
the
there.
contractor as well, sir, action will be taken.
Now
Will
I
he be
told you,
blacklisted?
the notices have been issued against the contractor also, and also to the concerned engineers who are there at the site.
Okay, so the contractor would be blacklisted, sir, if there are lapses which are found?
If it's a major lacuna, yes, we have to take some action.
And if
Well, let me go across to Kritsveen. Kritsveen,